This is a 1963 long cocktail table from the Lane Cameo collection. I know that because I found an old Lane furniture catalog, and under the Cameo collection is this table. I figured out the year of production by looking at the serial number on the bottom. On these old Lane pieces with the 6-digit serial number, I just read it backwards, and the last 2 digits are the date of manufacture, so 6-3 in this case, 1963. It's pretty wobbly. The legs are all loose. And it looks like somebody tried to glue it at one point. There's some dried up glue around the joints, but it didn't work. And this little piece here is loose and needs to be reglued. The top is not too bad, but definitely needs a refinish. I'm going to start by taking apart the legs so I can reglue them. And now that the legs are all disassembled, I'm going to bring it inside and work on that piece on the end that needs to be glued. I'm going to take this apart so I can get it glued back up again. Oh, well, that's cracked. I'll have to glue that. That's cracked. And then this piece, I think is supposed to be part of this whole piece. And then this piece would slide in on that. The other side is still intact, so I shouldn't have to do anything over there, but this is going to require some work. So I think I should probably glue this first, and this, and then do the rest. The first glue up is now dry, and now I can glue the rest. Not too worried about glue squeeze out because I haven't stripped this finish off, so it'll just come off when I strip the finish, but I'm just going to try to keep it clean anyway. I'm hoping that these straps will act as clamps. All right, let's see how it looks. Looks good. There's not really much finish left on the top of the table, so I'm just going to scrape off whatever is left of the finish. I decided to strip the finish off of the legs with a chemical stripper as opposed to scraping. It's just a little easier to use the stripper than to scrape little parts like that. And I did tape off the parts that are going to be glued later on. Now I can sand all the parts, and I'm going to sand with 150. I don't want to go any finer than that because I want to make sure the stain sticks to the wood. And now I can glue it all back together. And I somehow accidentally managed to spill an entire bottle of glue into a dustpan, which is why I'm picking the glue up out of the dustpan. Hi, I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video and also invite everyone to consider joining my Patreon. If you enjoy my videos, Patreon is a way that you can help support what I do and also gain access to exclusive videos and updates. I just recently posted a video there in which I refinish a mid-century Lane Acclaim piece, so if you're into that kind of thing, you might want to check it out. I'll put the link to Patreon in the video description. Thanks. All right, got it all glued up. I didn't get much footage of it because it was complicated and I had to move fast, so it was kind of difficult. It's always hard to get these things back together, especially when there's this many legs and when it's been apart for as long as this one has. This one was basically in pieces when I got it. It was sort of together, but all the joints were loose. So hopefully it all works out and it doesn't wobble too much. And now it's time to apply the stain. I'm going to mix these two colors together. These are both gel stain. And this one is antique walnut, that's the color. And this one is candlelight. And this one, the antique walnut, is kind of more brownish and almost looks a little bit greenish sometimes. And the candlelight is kind of more of a reddish, orangey kind of thing. So I use both of these on their own a lot, but sometimes I also like to mix them together, which is what I'm going to do today. Just seems like the right thing to do for this particular piece. And I'm going to start with the underside. And I taped off the stretchers for now, and I'm just going to concentrate on doing the legs first. Gel stain can kind of get away from you sometimes, and if you're not quick enough, it can start getting tacky, and then it can be kind of difficult to get off. But if that ever does happen, you can get it off by actually applying more gel stain. That'll soften the gel stain that's already on there. Or you can just wipe it off completely with mineral spirits. So I'll do the legs, and then I'll take the tape off and do the stretchers, and then do the top. while I'm down here, I noticed that it's got this interesting mark here. It looks like something was screwed down. There's 4 holes here, and it looks like it was here while they were spraying the finish on, because it's so light and the rest is dark from what looks like overspray from the finish. Can't imagine what it would be unless maybe they I don't know, put it on a Lazy Susan or something, screwed it down to finish it so they could have easy access. I don't know. If anybody knows, let me know. The stain is now dry, and I'm going to add a few coats of clear shellac over that just to seal it in. And then over that, I'm putting a few coats of satin lacquer for protection. And then it should be all done. And here it is, all finished. Thanks for watching.